Hi, welcome or welcome back to Books and Bocadillos. My name is Mariandrea and welcome to Thursday Night Poetry. It's been a while since I've done one of these videos. If you've been watching my channel, my last few video posts have explained to you what's been going on, lots of angst and travel and just life. But I'm trying to get back into my jive, my groove. And I thought I would go ahead and come out here and share a poem with you because if at any point in time poetry has saved my life, it is now. In the last week, when things feel uncertain and a bit scary, I find myself feeling grounded in listening to the birds and contemplating the trees and remembering that the sun always rises in the east and sets in the west. And that's not changing. And the leaves begin to fall this time of year. I have an orange tree in my backyard and it's full of oranges. The oranges came early this year. I usually like to pick them in December and they're ready to be picked and gifted and eaten and all that good stuff. So nature, connecting with nature has been life-giving and life-saving. And so I am going to be reading a nature-inspired poem from Ada Limon's anthology, poetry anthology, titled You Are Here, Poetry in the Natural World, edited and introduced by the 24th Poet Laureate of the United States, Ada Limon. The poem that I'm going to share with you today is titled You Must Be Present by José Olivarez. In this anthology collection, Ada Limon has a summary, like a bio of the poet, and then the poem. So I'm going to read the bio for José Olivarez. José Olivarez is the son of Mexican immigrants and the author of 2 collections of poems, including most recently Promises of Gold. His debut book of poems, Citizen Illegal, was a finalist for the Penn John Stein Book Award and a winner of the 2018 Chicago Review of Books Poetry Prize. It was named a Best Book of the Year in 2018 by the Adroit Journal, NPR, and the New York Public Library. In 2019, he was awarded a Ruth Lilly and Dorothy Sargent Rosenberg Poetry Fellowship from the Poetry Foundation. Along with Felicia Rose Chavez and Willie Perdomo, he co-edited the poetry anthology The Breakbeat Poets, Volume 4, Latin Next. In response to Olivarez's latest collection, critic Luz Magdaleno Flores declared, quote, "White people have Emily Dickinson. Mexicans have José Olivarez. He lives in Jersey City, New Jersey." This is You Must Be Present. I say to myself, when the what wears all up in the how now trees, I turn to the trees for relief, and they say, nah, don't look at us, you don't even know our names. You don't even know the difference between an oak tree and a maple tree. It's true. My relationship with love, nature, money, fill in the blank, is like my relationship to weather. I only see it when it's pouring on my head. I'm sorry to the trees I grew up with. I didn't ask, I never learned, or even wondered about their names, their families, their longings. I only dreamed of me, climbing onto their shoulders. Honestly, I was a ladybug to them, only heavier and more annoying. Those trees I grew up with were generations older than me. They were practiced at living in a way I will never understand, and all I could imagine was the view from their crown. Oak trees, they were oak trees with their own history of migration, rooted in Calumet City, like me. If I asked them for answers, I wouldn't have understood. Sunlight, water, water, sunlight, water. That was You Must Be Present by José Olivarez. And that's the thing, sunlight and water. And what's been the most comforting thing, one of the most comforting things to me lately is the sun, watching the sun and the moon, how constant and present they are, and finding myself grounded in that. That doesn't change. And next, just for fun, I had mentioned I got these Loteria poems back in the month of September. I think I mentioned them in a book haul. I got these at, blanking out on the name of the bookstore in Houston. Oh my goodness, I'm blanking out. I'm going to insert the name of the bookstore. I cannot remember the name of the bookstore. Anyway, I went to Houston and I got these Loteria poems. So it's a collection of poems, but the poems are told through Loteria cards. So you see the Loteria image, and then on the back is the poem. So I'm going to do just a quick shuffle and pick one out randomly and read you a poem. Loteria is shuffling. Loteria is a game, like a table game, kind of like a bingo kind of a game that we play with our families. Typically it's like a Mexican game, but I know it might be people in the United States play this game. Probably people across Latin America play the game. It's just a game of luck. Cards are called and you mark the spaces that have those images. And if you get 4 in a row, you get a bingo. Sometimes you play full cards. Sometimes you play the 4 corners or the square in the middle. And it's usually just a way to be together as a family, have a good time, usually eat some good food and have some drinks. So anyway, I am just going to fan them out, and I'm not looking. You can see I'm not looking, and I'm just kind of feeling around for one. And I'm going to go with this one. See which one I picked. Ooh, La Calavera. This is La Calavera, poem 42. To get home from school, you'd walk a field, and days after the field was pummeled with rain, you'd find scraps of wet cardboard, soggy plastic bags, fragments of toys you thought had no right in such a place, but which you still picked up, stuffed in your pocket, hoped they could find a role in the after-school battles you waged. And there was a day you found what you assumed was a broken bowl, bone white and curved like ancient ceramic, and exciting enough to show your mother, who, when you said it looked like a skull, snatched it from your hands and without looking at it, without hinting on whether your guess was true, stuffed it in a kitchen drawer, then turned away and looked out the window as if she had just lost something, as if she were remembering someone she once knew. That's a nice little story told in a little short poem. So this is La Calavera. And these poems are by Esteban Rodriguez, and they are published by Texas Review Press. And that is it for Thursday Night Poetry. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk again soon. Hasta la próxima. Bye.